From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. First down gets him a yard to the 26. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5, just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play fake, Mariota. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. There he goes, left side. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. For Brandon Ayuk, he is as electric as they come with the ball in his hands in the open field, and he turns that catch into big yardage.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Pollard going to try the right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Niners' 6-yard line.
11 MT tight.
Now a give right side. Pollard looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point right down the middle.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Now on 2nd and 13. Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles, really put it on those receivers.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow escaping the pressure right.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off right around the 43, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Following the interception here, Mariota.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They're running it. Mike 13, Mike 13. He's coming. Check him. Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Trying to lay one up deep. This is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a toss right to Barkley. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Saquon Barkley with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Pollard.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You win 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Now here's Pollard. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
3rd and goal. Burrow. The quick slant caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Barkley, toss play left. And some room to work. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher. And we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank. It doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets the
rush coming, and he's taken down. Hassan Reddick. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. To try again after the sack. Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And we've hit the the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flushed out right. This is Smith with a grab. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first two possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down and 4, Mariota. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. A first down throw for Mariota. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And his kick here is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
At the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Out to his left. To Barkley on the check down. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On second down, here's Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Throwing, Mariota. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. And they'll run for it with Barkley. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Saquon Barkley, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They go back to Pollard on second down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Give him 18 on the play. On first down, Pollard. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On second and 9, Burrow. It's caught on the right side at Smith. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here we go. 180. He's coming. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Now it's Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gordon. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Here we go. 180.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Malik Harrison. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Matt Ioannidis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Here we go. Big 13.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 45, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And this is caught. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Burrow on play action. They'll roll him out right.
Now Burrow loses the football.
But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Here's Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To the air again, Burrow. And now another one thrown incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Burrow on fourth down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Now they go play action now, Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
39 yards there, a big one.
No let-up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold-up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Quick throw out wide from Mariota. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
11. Hey, we gotta go.
Burrow will throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now here's a throw that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
It's fourth down.
On one, ready? 13. He's coming. Check in.
Let's go, D. Big Sears right here. We got to step it up.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Hey, I'm coming.
One.
They go play action. Mariota. And this one is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll run with Barkley. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. Throwing here, Mariota. That is caught by Anderson, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more. This fielded right at the goal line.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Niners, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.